Oh, hello everyone. Sofa, chair, and a table. This must be the rest area. Okay, everyone is present and accounted for. We must be at the deepest point in the ship. There's only a single door ahead, and it won't budge. So a dead end. Great. Weird. Is Mima supposed to be somewhere in here? We missed something. Want to head back and have another look? Between all of us, nobody was able to find her. I find that hard to believe. So she must be behind this door, right? It's a moot point if we can't get it open. Even with my power, darn door won't budge. Amelia must have tried too. Strange. I saw the space station from the outside, and all there was a small dock for a pod, just like the one at the entrance. Can't imagine Mima's there. Plus, if Mima's after our occult balls, why isn't she coming straight for us? She's waiting for us to let her guard down, like when she nabbed the balls back in the van before us. I hate feeling like we're out of options after coming this far. Okay, controller. Or in that specific pod is Renko and Mary. Eh? Okay. What's going on here? Preserving functionality of all systems and will activate the emergency safety button. This station will automatically set a course to Pearl Orange Point. Once travel begins, all sector shutters will be sealed. Crew, please evacuate the station immediately. What does that even mean? I mean, guessing it's not good. Sounds like there's some kind of anomaly on the ship. The gravity system is still intact, but if there's an oxygen leak, we'll be in big trouble. Should have trashed the defense robot earlier. We'll be in danger if we stay here. It's time to turn back. Plus, the doors have been locked. I'll summon the rocket here so we can escape. Wait, you can do that? I don't have time. Hurry. Alright. Let's see. I want to check. I don't want to check. Let's play a small dock door. Okay. Oh. Thank goodness I finally found you. Kari, how come I can hear you? It would appear you are in a place far closer in proximity to Gensokyo than the space station, which is why we can communicate. I use my power to allow you to travel in your current location in Gensokyo, so if things are looking dire, you may return at once. Okay. Yes. Let's go back. Yes. Yeah. Alright. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I got time. Okay. Yeah, I think this is as good I'm gonna get. Right. Let's finish this. I got all the power. I got all the smoke. Okay. Where Mima wanted to go. All possibilities are messing here. What's her aim anyway? World domination or something? Yin Yang Orb. Power of Hakare? It's nothing. Memories gather here. So I just got a little confused, that's all. Back on track. Mima is nowhere to be found. She's probably waiting for an opening to steal the occult ball again. You best be careful. Finally get to battle the evil spirit. What's the plan? Each going to fight alone? In that case, let me go first. I refuse to lose to an evil spirit from Gensokyo. Prove that once and for all I am the strongest. This place is connected to all worlds. I feel as though there are places that share things in common with my world. It's like time has stopped. Like I'm swaying to and fro. My first time seeing any of this, and yet it's so deeply evocative of something I've always known. I'm sure you must possess multiple worlds as well. I certainly didn't expect to end up here. Why did Mima send us here? For what purpose? No point thinking too hard about it. She's undoubtedly coming for our occult ball. Do not let down your guard. I finally reached the summit of my training journey. I ended up joining your party due to a misunderstanding, which led to me experience so many things. I feel like I grow so much in the process. I wonder if Lady Yukiko would pay mine now. If it's within my power, I like to bring this tale to an end with the blade on my sword. You really surprised me when we first met, Koichi. But if it wasn't for you, you would have stolen all our occult balls, and our world might have come to an end. Aww. Thanks for everything. Now let's put an end to this. This has all been so much fun. Maybe it's not so bad to stretch my wings outside once in a while. Besides, I mean, you end up going all the way to space. It's almost time for me to head home, though. Maybe they're catching up with me real quick. I hear you. I could take a day-long nap about now. When this is all over, I got a one-way ticket to my comfy bed. Then let's hurry and trounce this evil spirit so we can all go home. I'll make quick work of her. Oops. Looks like it's my time to save the... That's just so fucking unexpected! So what in the heck are you anyway? If you're willing to fight Mima, I guess it really doesn't matter. Okay. Fitting it ends with Marissa at the end. Leaving Mima. What? No. Just Mima. I had no idea who she was. First saw her at the shrine. But I feel like coming here has unlocked some memories. It's like I met her long ago. Maybe it wasn't in the past. Either way, I have zero reservations about fighting her. Maybe one of my ancestors fought her in the past or something? Who knows? So, that's actually a reference to the PC 98 games. Marissa was actually Mima's student. So that's why she called her Lady Mima. But this is Sumareko's fight. This is Sumareko's story. Besides some shenanigans with Koichi, because Koichi. I think it's only fitting that we end this with Marissa. Kidding. I play as Marissa. I'm not doing that. Let's actually fight. Let's actually end this. And oh, it's really. Hey, it's just me. Names of the girl. Mima. And what you see before you is but one of many possibilities. That is to say, there is a world in which you become this monster. I trust you heard that a new world was born out of me giving you an occult ball, Sumareko. I seriously became a monster? I will spare you the details so as to avoid spoilers. Does that even mean? No, that even if you are able to change the future like I can, changing the past is an entirely different and infinitely more difficult matter. provided you are not a god, anyway. It is for that very reason that I require the occult balls. Do you remember when we did battle? That doesn't ring a bell. Nope. But if you were some weak little ryokai in the past, of course you wouldn't have stood out. That's not very nice. And you, Marissa, you even used to address me as Lady Mima. That's such a load of... some fear stage deja vu again. Hey, get it together, Marissa. Yeah, sorry. The vampire steps in. Is Mima capable of hypnosis? She is an evil spirit, so that's well within the realm of possibility. Believe what you will. I shall be waiting ahead. However, only one of you is permitted to come. She said we can only send one person. Does this mean only one of us is allowed to fight? We should obey her. Why exactly? I say we all go in together. No good. Barry won't only let a single person through. That's just great. She's nothing if not cautious. She is sly indeed. By possessing so much power, she chooses to maximize her chances of success, even at the cost of her pride. It speaks volumes about her confidence in her abilities. If no one else volunteers, I'll take her on myself. I don't mind going in alone anyway. Fighting alone is how I've always done things. I'm finding going 1 and 2. Like I have to hold back here. Hey, don't forget about me. Fought my share of battles to get here too. I know I'll win. Call her a bloodthirsty bunch. I don't care who goes in as long as someone beats her. As if you haven't solved a bunch of weird incidents in Gensokyo violence. Alright, ladies, it's time for the final fight. Let's go! Let's do this. 1. Yep. Come on, Sumareko. 1 final fight. Mima. The girl from the outside world, is it? I commend you for coming alone. It's not like you gave us much of a choice. My. Aren't we belligerent? I can hardly recognize you from the first time you first arrived in Gensokyo. Aren't you the one who gave me the occult power ball on the moon? And it's all thanks to you that I got to come to Gensokyo in the first place. What are you implying? I was using you as a tool so that I could realize a world I desire. Even without my intervention, you would have found your own way to Gensokyo. You mean to express gratitude to me? I question your sanity. No. Ryza said something similar when I said I was going to the moon. I lost a few of my marbles somewhere along the way. I've had enough of your nonsense. You come here to defeat me, did you not? I trust you're prepared. No. Go. Definitely hits hard. Oh. Go. Oh, I beat her. Yay. Too easy. I admit defeat. This is not the end. My name has been carved into your very hearts. As long as I am never forgotten, I will revive. I don't think I'll be able to forget you, that's for sure. Honestly, I can't even find an enemy to hate you. It's supposed to be some big baddie, and then taking over the shrine. You never did anything that bad. What kind of world were you trying to create with the occult balls? Keep going about and beat evil spirit from hell. Now that we're talking, it feels like you're putting on an act. The mask of yours is falling away as we speak. So I was thinking, maybe we could have been friends if the world changed. This is the last thing I expected to hear in my final years. It's enough to make me turn in my grave till I return. Till we meet again, farewell. Really? I mean, it's something. But we meet again in some other world. Okay. Day passes after Mima vanished from Gensokyo. Guess it's about time I pack up and head home. Really? Already boarded Gensokyo? It's not it. It's just that it was a little too eventful. I want to go home and relax. Plus, my phone isn't in need of charging something fierce. When you put it that way, I guess that doesn't sound too bad. Found all the occult balls, but nobody ended up using them. It's for the best. Once you head back, I'm gonna steal these dangerous things away. I guess this ball's about to get used one last time when it helps send me home. Be sure about this. If I seal them away, you'll never get back to Gensokyo again. Come on, do you really think I'm gonna throw in the towel? I'll find a way back here no matter what it takes. Something else, you know that? Alright, let's do this. Big and loud! Maximum occult ball! Maximum power! Whoa, hold on a second. Don't you think you're overdoing it? It's been a past, Meimu. Till next time. I pray you never return. Aw. Don't worry, she'll return. She always finds a way. Me? Oh, I know. Well, we can beat the middle first. Mima? Mart? Hello there, Rimu. Sumeriko. It's been some time. I trust you both doing well. Well, yeah, Sumeriko returned to Gensokyo, but so too has the evil spirit who has once vanished. While unleashing the power of the balls of the return to the outside world, Sumeriko regained the power to send herself to Gensokyo in her dreams. As such, she's frequenting Gensokyo once more. However, after her experience with her Gensokyo friends, she realized that making friends in her world wouldn't be such a bad idea after all. Having revived once more, Mima is completely docile, as if she'd forgotten her original objective. So she can often be found at the shrine, more often than not to tease Rimu. On one such muggy day, that Rimu's troubles rear their ugly heads once again. Okay. So is there post-game? I want to know. Is there... Okay, there is a post-game. There is a post-game. Yes. Okay. So, let's see what these are. Please see if... Okay. Okay, I'm not... If this is just a boss... rush... No, okay, it's a boss rush. Alright, it's a boss rush. Yeah. I'm not gonna bother with this, because they're just boss rushes. I'm not... I already did that all... I already did all this before. Let's just... check the underground. Okay, so one last mission. And then let's call this a day. I'm not doing those. I'm doing the other two. am curious, though. Because going back to the space station, so... Okay. Oh, you came. Thank you. What are you up to, Yukari? You went out of your way to request me specifically. It's nothing major. I simply wanted to have a pleasant chat with you. Let's be on our way, Sumereko. I'll be waiting up ahead. Alrighty? Hold up. Wait, what? So this final mission is just talk to Yukari. I don't buy this. This space station ship is a future creation. Why do you suppose you were able to come here? Know the power of the occult balls. Plus Mima summoning us in order to get our hands on the last ball. Yes, that is correct from your perspective. But that is only half right. There's a connection to Gensokyo that exists in a space station. Wait, are you implying that this is a future Gensokyo? No. On the contrary, this is the outside world. However, it is in close proximity to Gensokyo. I wanted to come here so I can look into why that is. Let's keep going, shall we? She disappeared. Alright, where did you go? Okay. If there's gonna be no enemies, I can buy just a conversation. Never mind, there are enemies. Well, this is the last mission, so I'm just gonna breeze past them and talk. Well, this is where we can control the ship doors. Where I opened the door to the gravity control center when we first came here. This is correct, although now we can only open certain doors. Bye. This is where you came in from, yes? What do you suppose this place is? Let's see, judging from all the containers, maybe it's a luggage space? You are correct. I admire how earnest you can be. Alright. This is where they conducted research on plants and animals. Trees and the weeds they left behind are starting to grow out of control. Indeed. The system that produces and raises the plants is still fully functional. In time, these plants will form an independent ecosystem of their own and cover everything in green. Or perhaps that was the space station's original objective. When did this place get expanded exactly? My guess would be... Of course! Of course! There has to be a cameo by Renko. Yes. That... So, okay, so this is... They're doing the whole... Okay, so I have to actually explain this. So, this is... Because this is very confusing. So, the CD... Basically, every once in a while, Zun releases a musical CD that, combined with having some musical tracks that he composes that are remixes of original songs, comes with a custom story starring these two characters named Renko Usami, who is a descendant of Sumereko. They're related in some way, and a girl by the name of Maribel Hearn. And the story has slowly been implying that Maribel Hearn, in the future, this takes place in the CD's timeline, in the future, that Maribel eventually becomes Yukari. So somehow she somehow gets herself sent back in time and becomes Yukari Yukumo. Somehow, some way. What? Is this past? No, future. Yukari? What was that? Did you see the memories as well? So those memories are the connection to Gensokyo. In the distant future, there exists a girl who wishes to visit Gensokyo, much like you. No likelihood she managed to get there. Connections she made in the future have gone back in time, presenting us with fragmented memories. Why? This didn't happen the first time we came here. Amidst the memories was a girl who looked like you. It's possible the two of you are linked. Perhaps she is one of your descendants, or a link to another soul. I wonder. Yeah. Okay. I'm okay with... This is the gravity inversion device. Technology like this is proof enough that we are in the future. Man, I hate this thing. But why? I imagine experienced weightlessness and inverted gravity would make for quite the amusing attraction. Yeah. I mean, it is fun, but I always seem to screw up the landing part. Practice makes perfect, they say. Okay, so more likely... That's not supposed to happen. Okay, so the rest of the chats are gonna be here. Oh. This appears to be a room for storing seeds. Why would they need this? It appears the objective of this facility was to research a type of terraforming. Perhaps they were researching and growing species that could adapt to the unforgiving environment of space. Perhaps resources on Earth have been depleted to such a degree that there wasn't enough to go around. It's within the realm of possibility they gave up on Earth entirely and were looking to inhabit the moon. A lot of depression future. Well, I can't imagine the Lunarians would do that. The plants here get used to something nice. One day. Now that gravity is inverted, we're walking on what was once the ceiling. Is it possible to turn off the anti-artificial gravity? Oh, do you perform a spacewalk? Sort of, but more than that, I'm really tired of landing on my butt every time gravity is inverted. Oh my. Okay. Well done. We reached the goal. Considering they built a shrine here on the strip, people of the future have wonderful taste. Kind of blew my mind to find this when I first came here. Got an archway and everything. Many no Torifune Shrine. Then the satellite must be called Torifune. You can really feel us connected to Gensokyo, not just because of the shrine. Indeed, this place, it's... Another vision? Mareko. What the? Yukari? She really does love to appear and disappear at both random times. It's like she's everywhere all at once, but then she vanishes without trace. Kinda reminds me of Koichi now that I think about it. We're like hide and seek. Good times. Now where'd she go this time? Oh, I'm gonna fight something? Okay. Oh, there's gonna be another robot. Where did Yukari go? This is the one place I haven't looked yet. Yukari, I think that's enough sightseeing for now. Shall we? Shall we what? Whoa! Whoa, that's one huge meteorite. Wait, is that the moon? Where am I? This isn't Torifumi. Is that Fukunami Tower down there? This is a future that could have come to pass. The moon will soon collide with the Earth, annihilating the surface and Gensokyo both. Could this possibly happen? This is the perfect place to test your strength. Yukari, now's not the time for this. Okay. Wait, those trains? That? Oh, the trains are a one-hit kill. Oh. Yeah. There we go. You've grown strong. How could I mistake your name like that? I suppose you'll still be possessed by the sexual thoughts from Touhou. Hey, water on the bridge. More importantly, what about the moon? Don't worry. This future went unchosen. That moon is but an illusion. Sumereko. Close your eyes and still your heart. But a moment, you'll be back in Gensokyo. So that is the DLC. I'm not doing those two other missions. What do I think of this DLC? I would have to say I'm mildly disappointed. For one, the fact that Sumereko should have been a character you could play as in the base game, it's something that really should have happened. Another thing is, the game promised that there was going to be a lot of new bosses. What? Two bosses? No, three if you count Koi. You have Koishi, you have the Torifune robot, which I'm guessing is the Chimera, and then Mima. You can't just say a horde of new enemies, and don't count the crab and the ox, because those are just recolors that don't change anything. from a gameplay perspective, I think it's functional, but I think it's so massively disappointing. From that standpoint, that I had more fun pretending to be Koichi. Hi there. Hello. Koichi here, doing one more goodbye. Now remember, friends come in all shapes. Remember, a friend shaped like a friend, it will always be a good friend for everyone. You done now? Yes. I go into the ether. Goodbye, everyone. And buy fumos of me. How do you know about fumos? In Koichi Komiji. Of course I have a fumo. And I see your collection of fumos right behind you. You don't have me. That means you're not friend. That means I'm not your friend. Okay, fine, I'll get a fumo of you. I like you, Koichi. You're just a little adorable goofball. Goodbye, everyone. Adorable. So, like I said, from a gameplay perspective, I am disappointed. From a storytelling perspective, from a storytelling and writing perspective, I think the story, the overall tone, is much better than the actual base game. Because the base game stories, they're fine for what they are, with the whole Sumereko, with the whole world, with the whole two worlds being Sumereko's dreams and being sucked in her dreams. But this retelling with like even the meta stuff, like Mima wanting to like, I'm guessing it's implied Mima really just wants to be remembered again. That's basically what her plan was. She didn't really do anything evil. She just wanted to be remembered, and I think it is a neat play on the fact that everyone, like, for years have been wanting Mima to come back, because that's in essence the whole point of the meta joke, is the fact that Mima was honestly like the secondary protagonist of the PC-98 games. Like, yeah, Reimu was the main character, but Mima was such an integral part of those specific games, Touhou's Touhou 2 to 5, that she was technically the secondary main character. And then they brought back for the Windows games, they brought back Reimu and Marissa. They're obvious because I think Marissa kind of slowly became like the tritagonist alongside Mima and Reimu. And then they brought back Alice, and then they brought back Yuka. But then over the years, Mima has just never appeared, despite literally large parts of the fan base just simply like, bring her back. And now, I think based on what's happening in Battle Detective Satori, it's might be implied that she might return in that manga. I think based on like some of the new, like I think the new arc, it's implied that Mima might have actually been alive, but she kind of disappeared. And the villain of that manga, Miduchi Miyad, I cannot pronounce that character's last name. It's really super long. Might have some connection to Mima, despite not being Mima herself. It's implied that she has some sort of connection. However, it's very vague and only like plot threads right now. And I even like that last chapter with the whole connecting this game to the music CD collection with Renko and Maribel. I think that's all really well done. I liked a lot of the humor in this story. It's such a great story that it's just such a shame that the gameplay really wasn't up to snuff. Because at the end of the day, this is like, okay, so like the whole switching characters. The switching characters thing is like a sort of like, oh, it's like a gimmick. But then you go back and you barely... Hold on. Let's see. Oh, it froze. I think it froze. I guess we could end this on... That's another thing. This game seemed to have, like, been not really properly play tested. Guys, look. Oh, there it is. Like, you have all these characters, but half of them are characters you played as before. Like, you have Rimu, you have Marissa, you have Yomu if you ever play Enchanted Swordplay, and then you had these two from Scarlet Curiosity. So you're really only stuck with Koishi and Raisen. Even Flan you played in Scarlet Curiosity. And that's kind of a big thing. There's also the fact that Sumereka was like the main character. So like the only character besides Sumereka I was even tempted to play was Koishi. And it's such a shame that I think if the game had more time to like breathe, more specific, have like missions where you have to play as like specific characters, or even like you can or even like a squad thing where you have like these extra long missions. You have to take like 2 or 3 characters. And there's also a fact that when it comes specifically to the boss, I can. There's one thing when across this entire game, they only introduce like 2 new enemies, the ice armor and the robot fairies. Why promise loads of new enemies? Because I will actually show you the Steam page. I'll actually show you the Steam page. No. Yeah. Right here. A slew of new enemies and bosses make an appearance too. 2 new enemies. 3 new bosses. Why? Why make this promise when there is such a lack of any new variety? Pretty much, besides those 3 bosses, all the bosses are already from previous games. You don't even, like, it'd be one thing if you give the old bosses new movesets. Like, just change up their AI, like, even some way. But the bosses are all the same behavior. It's... I will say at the end of the day, I would recommend this DLC. I do think it's a good DLC from a storytelling perspective. I still think like I said, the story is really good. I think it's a really worthwhile story to kind of get involved in. But the gameplay it doesn't offer, and even the new stuff like the racing and the tag is barely utilized. You're just playing the same play, like the money. You're barely using the money. Just not using the money at all, at best. Like, I didn't use Kugasa at all at any point. Oh, this dark matter. Oh. I didn't. It's such a waste of functions. Like, hell, I think if there was like what they did in Scarlet Curiosity, like there's specific items that gave you specific abilities. Like you have to equip them, and like you get the shield with Romelia, or you get like abilities from the bosses you beat. I think that would have been a perfect time to add that here. Like, oh, have a certain specific set of armor, rank a certain item that only say Raisen can play, but she gets an attack from Moku. That actually encourage playing as Raisen even for a little bit. But ultimately, I'm disappointed in this game. I still think it was a fun time. it was something different. I wasn't expecting this game to even get DLC, so I'm happy it did. I think ultimately, I don't really have much in the way of full complaints. Besides like the glitchiness that came with that black hole ability, that thing was like straight up broken to the point it like if you saw if like it caused lots of slowdown and stuff like that. I think they need to patch that up and stuff like that. So that is Gensokyo Dreaming. I will see you next time. This has been Dark Symphony 777 and cut.